So, y'all, I just felt called to talk to y'all really quickly and really more so because honestly, I feel like some of you guys are really just going through like life changing shit. Like, you guys are deciding on what is your next move. You are deciding on, do you want to take that leap of faith? You're sitting over here deciding on if you need to sit over here and get out of hermit mode, or is it time for you to sit over here and stay in hermit mode? I feel like God is sitting over here saying that it's time for you to decide. It's time for you to take a leap. See, God has put a lot of different puzzle pieces in front of you, but God wants you to put the puzzle together. I feel like God is sitting over here saying, listen, I can give you all the missing pieces, but the point of the matter is that it's up to you to see the bigger picture. And I feel like a lot of you guys are getting lost because you guys keep trying to put pieces where they do not belong. You keep trying to force your hand and put pieces where God is like, I feel like God is like, I'm going to help you put together the puzzle, but you got to be patient and you got to go day by day. And you have to sit over here and make sure that you're committing to your puzzle. I feel like God is sitting over here saying that a lot of you guys are getting frustrated. You guys are losing faith that the puzzle is going to come together. But you know that, but God wants me to call your attention to knowing that you have all the pieces. There's not one that's missing that fell under the table. There's not one that got threw away on accident. Like, no, God is sitting over here saying that you have all the pieces, all 1,000 of them. You just need to sort through, put everything in piles, and then turn around and start creating your vision. Start creating your puzzle. Start creating your idea. Start creating that business. Start creating that plan for school. Like, do what you need to fucking do. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying that I'm going to guide you. Now, I know that this puzzle seems like it's impossible because it's 1,000 pieces. But God is sitting over here saying that, baby, if we take it piece by piece, we're going to solve it. But the point of the matter is that if you give up before it's even done, before you even start, like a lot of you guys are giving up before you even start. What's the point of you even manifesting that? What's the point of you even asking God for that? I feel like a lot of you guys don't know what it's going to take in order for you to achieve that thing that you want to manifest. See, God wants me to call your attention to that. There might be people that sit over here and have to be eliminated from your life. And you have to be okay with it. You have to understand that, listen, everybody can't go. And I understand that you've been sitting over here trying to get mom on the right track, your sisters on the right track, your best friends on the right track, shit, your boyfriend, your mans, your girls on track. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying that this is something you might have to do alone. But guess what? You're not going to truly be alone because you're always going to have God. You're always going to have your ancestors. And God is going to bring in people into your life that are aligned with you. God wants me to use an example, y'all. So I just went out to this art gallery place and something with the flow, just went with the flow. And to be honest, it was cool, but you know when you're at a place when you don't know why you're there, but you're there? That's how I felt. But then I went to the bathroom right before I left, and I ran into this girl, and she had a whole bunch of spiritual tattoos. And I was just like, hey, I really like your tattoos. Like, or actually, I asked her about her lock journey. That's where I started, actually. And she started telling me about it, and then I seen her spiritual tattoos, and I was like, oh, you're into crystals too. And it went forth. And me and her, I ended up getting her number and everything. She sent me a whole bunch of different new shops, like tea shops, crystal shops, and stuff like that. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying that when you are aligned, things are going to pop up. Things are going to come out of the woodworks for you. God is sitting over here saying, baby, like, listen, you right on the money. All you have to do is just be in the right place at the right time and the right amount, and you're good. You don't got to worry about the extra. You don't got to worry about the money. You ain't got to worry about the cars, the clothes. You ain't got to worry about all that. The point of the matter is that whatever it is that you aspire to be, no matter what it is that you aspire to do, be, whatever. But I'm really resonating with being, because I feel like the collective is working on them right now. I feel like God is sitting over here saying, listen, you transform daily, shit, hourly. And God wants you to stop being so hard on yourself, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you guys are really hard on yourself. You're so hard on yourself that you feel as though, like it's never going to get done. But God isn't over here saying that I can't transform you overnight, babe. There's still that trauma you got to let go of. There's still parts of you that you need to keep. See, I feel like God is over here saying that y'all are trying to get rid of key parts about you that doesn't need to be removed. You trying to get rid of your laughter. You trying to become too serious. God is over here saying that it's time for you to get your inner child back. It's time for you to not focus on what you got to say, not to focus on what you got to wear. Just focus on being present. And when people come into your life and they try to throw you off, let them stay on their level. You don't think the way that they think. You don't live the way that they think. I feel like God wants me to call your attention to you understanding that just because somebody else got bad luck does not mean you got bad luck. Just because somebody else couldn't make it happen doesn't mean that you can't make it happen. Just because God is sitting over here making an example out of somebody else's life doesn't mean that God is making an example out of your life. When God says go, it's time to go. And I know a lot of you guys are sitting over here just like, well, how do I know when to go? Well, when everything aligns. See, a lot of you guys are like stuck in this stuck energy of just simply trying to force the hand and trying to force everything. Hence why you got that headache. Hence why you stressed out. Hence why you got that anxiety. Hence why you can't breathe, because you feel like you're having a panic attack. And that's because you were forcing it. Breaking out and shit. Breaking out in hives because you sitting over here, you stressed. God is sitting over here saying, baby, you're not supposed to be stressed. That's not you. That's not your energy. You're probably projecting from somebody. Matter of fact, I know you're projecting from somebody. But the point of the matter is that God is sitting over here saying, baby, I don't need you to live like that. You're not meant to live like that. Because you've seen how many blessings I give you. It only takes what? One blessing from God to sit over here and change your whole reality. But the whole point of the matter is that God needs you to get clear on what it is what do you want from your reality? Like, what is it that you want? So you can go and he can give you the right pieces to put it together. See, God wants me to call your attention that he wants me to let you know that, listen, be careful about what you ask for. And the reason why is because you forgot about your old manifestations. See, you focus on your new manifestations right now. You focus on, I'm hearing real finance. You guys are trying to bring in a lot of money right now. And I feel like God is sitting over here saying, but you're not paying attention to what's going on around you. See, you seen how you said that you wanted friendships that was in spirituality. He's bringing them in right now. But that you asked for that a few months ago. He's bringing it in now. You want to know why? Because you let it go. You let go of the idea of control. You surrendered that to him, therefore he gave it to you. Notice when you surrender things to him, the easier and faster they come to you. He wants me to use another example. You know how you manifested. What's a reasonable manifestation? For some of you guys, I'm feeling like a connection. I'm feeling like, love, like relationships and stuff like that. And as soon as you were like, stop sitting over here trying to force yourself to date somebody, stop trying to like be on them dating apps and really stop trying to force people's hands on being with you. Then now, like, as soon as you make the executive decision to focus on you, now everybody's trying to talk to you. Now everybody's trying to sit over here and like get your number. Like, they can't get enough of you. But the point of the matter is that God wants me to sit over here and call your attention to something. You letting go and you remaining in control, and not even remaining in control, because that's the wrong words, but just remaining in present moment and trusting in yourself, trusting in your heart, trusting in your intuition, trusting that everything always works out for you, trusting that no matter what happens, it's always in your favor. It's always for your best benefit. Even if it doesn't turn out the way that you thought it should turn out, it's always turning out. The purpose of the matter is that it's time for me to call your attention to you living. A lot of you guys are not living right now. A lot of you guys are just stuck. A lot of you guys are sitting over here just You're just stuck. And God doesn't want you stagnant no more. God is like, okay, it's time for you to snap out of it. It's time for you to get it together. And I understand you're under stress. I understand you're under deadlines. I understand that you got 1,000 things that you need to get done. But take a day off. Because what is one day going to do if you can't sit over here and align your energy and get back into focus? If you can't calm down, if you can't think through it. God is saying that a lot of your stresses and a lot of your things can be sought through if you actually thought about it. If you actually connected. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm here for you guys. I trust you guys. And I know that this video is going to reach who it needs to. I love you guys. Have a good one.